Hi everybody. On today's episode of Ask David, I'm going to answer the question, what is the best film? Hi David, I'm learning to shoot film for the first time coming from digital. What's the best film? The short answer is there is no single best film. There are three different types of film. There's black and white, color print, and color reversal. Now the difference is a black and white film gives you a standard black and white negative image like you probably think of film as delivering. A color negative film gives you a standard color negative image. It's on red film. You've probably seen these if you've ever gotten a disposable camera or something like that. The third type of film is called reversal or slide film, and what that does is it gives you a positive image. So if you hold the slide up to the light and look through it, it looks exactly like the scene that you were taking the picture of, same colors and everything. Different films have different aesthetics, so even within the different categories of films, there's different types of films. So some films are really good for giving you a rough, gritty aesthetic. Some are really smooth with good tonal gradations and colors for color film. So the best thing I can do is, instead of giving you a single best film, I can give you some personal favorite films from each category. So we'll start with color negative, because that's the most common type of film people will use. A lot of people just pick up whatever store brand is at Walmart or CVS or wherever and just go with it. But there are better options. My favorite color negative film is Ektar. There are plenty of other good options in addition to Kodak Ektar. Kodak's Portra series are really good and really well engineered films. There are some exceptional Fuji color print films as well. Color print and color negative are interchangeable terms. But from my eyes, Ektar gives the best color. It also has the advantage of having been engineered during the digital age, so it had to be engineered to a level that would stand up to high-end digital photography, and it really does. For color slide film, I have a very distinct favorite film. By far and away, I think this is the best color slide film that's out there, whereas I think Ektar is the best color film ever made, period. This is the best slide film, and it's phenomenal, and that's Fuji Velvia 50. Now, Fuji Velvia 50 is a very slow film. You can use it in the evening and at dusk for things like cloud trails at night and really gorgeous sunset photos. Velvia 50 for color slide professional photographers tends to be, if not their first choice, in their top 2 or 3. It's really a spectacular film with zero grain and amazing colors. For black and white films, these are 4 that I go to all the time. They're really good, deliver great results. And with these 4 films, there's a whole lot of variation, even though at first it doesn't look like it. Kodak Tri-X 400, I've pulled down to 50 ISO and pushed up to 6400 with good results up to 3200. This Tri-X, not T-Max, Tri-X 400 is a phenomenal film with a really classic look to it, and it's shootable in basically any situation or setting. Fuji Acros, it's a 100 ISO film, still my favorite in production black and white film by far. Very smooth look to it, very nice tonal range and gradation, very well engineered film. Medium and large format with Fuji Acros is something exceedingly special to try. Raleigh Retro 80S, this is the slowest film up here. It's also one of the oldest emulsions still in use, oldest formulae that is. It was engineered as an aircraft, they used spy planes, and it was a film that was used in that during World War II. Was when it was first engineered, maybe a little bit earlier. Great film. I shoot it at 40 ISO a lot of the time. It's pretty high contrast, so at 40 ISO that takes away some of the contrast. Great results. It has sensitivity well beyond our ability to see reds, so it's a pretty contrast heavy film, especially in the skies. It does great work with skies in your images. Also, because of the high-end red range, it's excellent for portrait work. It's probably the best portrait film up here, whether you're shooting it at 40 or 80 ISO. I don't recommend pushing it. The last one is Ilford Delta 100. This is a fantastic medium speed film. I've pushed it up to 400 ISO. At 400 ISO, this is one of the best 400 ISO films I've ever used because it retains the 100 ISO grain. The images from this, no matter how I've shot it, 100, 125, 200, 400, 50, always turn out really nicely. It's a marvelously well engineered film and also really affordable. These are four black and white films that, as long as you know your camera, they're going to deliver pretty good results if you know how to use your camera, compose an image, and do all the settings you need to do. So that's 6 films that I really like. That's a lot of really good options for different films to try. So the best thing you can do when learning new films is pick up a few different ones. So if you wanted to say pick up 3 or 4 rolls of 2 different types of film, different ISOs, that gives you an idea of how different films will handle and how to use them and the results you can expect not only from those different films, but from different ISOs. When you're shooting a film for the first time, always shoot it at the rated ISO on the box for the first dozen rolls, just to get a sense of how it performs before you try doing things like pushing and pulling it. And that'll help you set you up to learn how to use a new film and to get the best results from it with your gear.